We would like to solve for x in this pair of simultaneous equations. If you observe closely, you'll see that the first one is a quadratic equation, while the second one is a linear equation. So the best way to begin is with the linear equation. I'm going to rewrite this as y is equal to 13 plus 3x. This can also be written as y is equal to 3x plus 13. So I'm now going to substitute for y in this equation. Everywhere y is supposed to be, we now have this new value. So I have x squared plus, now y squared will be 3x plus 13 squared. And that is still equal to 25. So let's open up this bracket. If you carefully open that, you should get 9x squared plus 78x, then plus 169. Now we have x squared here plus all of that equal to 25. Let's bring the 25 to the left hand side as well. So this becomes x squared plus 9x squared. I could have added these two together to give me 10x squared. Then plus 78x. I said I was going to bring this 25 here. And when you do that, it actually becomes 169 minus 25. And that will give us 144. So this is plus 144 is equal to 0. So we have a quadratic equation that we now need to check if it is factorizable. Otherwise, we use other methods to solve for x. But then, before I proceed, I can actually divide through by 2 this equation. Let's quickly do that. I'm dividing by 2 because 2 is common to everything. And when I divide through by 2, this gives me 5x squared plus 39x plus 72 is equal to 0. So we want to solve this quadratic equation for x. Is it factorizable? In order for us to factorize, we will need to multiply this coefficient of x squared and the constant term together. When we do that, we have 5 times 72, which will give us 360. So we also want to look for the products of any of the factors of 360. We want to look for two factors of 360 such that when we add it together gives us 39. This is usually the hardest part of factorization, but the way I would solve it will be to pick the factors from, instead of starting from 1 or from 2, from the lowest factors, I will just jump straight ahead into 10, for instance, times 36, because that is very obvious. This still gives me 360, but when I add it together, the sum of these two is 46. It's close to 39, but it is not 39. Then I can proceed to 12. 12 times what will give me 360? 12 times 30. This will give me 360, and the sum would give me 42. We are nearly there. I can try one more. After 12, 15 can also go. 15 times 24 will give me 360, and the sum of these two will give me 39. This is how it is done. So I will now need to break down 39 into 15 and 24, because the sum of these two gives me 39. So I have 15x plus 24x. Now the complete expression on the left hand side of the equation would actually be 5x squared plus 15x plus 24x, and then plus 72 is equal to 0. So now we can factorize. 5 is common to the first two expressions as well as x. So I'm left with x plus 3. And then 24 is actually common here as well. So I have x plus 3 in the bracket is equal to 0. So I have 5x plus 24 times x plus 3 is equal to 0. From here, most people already know what to do. So we say either 5x plus 3, 5x plus 24 is equal to 0, or x plus 3 is equal to 0. From the first one, 5x plus 24 is equal to 0. This implies that x is equal to negative 24 over 5. And for the second one, x plus 3 is equal to 0, which means x is equal to negative 3. And remember, we made a substitution for y earlier. You can scroll back to the beginning of this video to get what we substituted for y earlier, which is 3x plus 13. So y is 3x plus 13, and now we are going to solve for y when x is each of these values respectively. So y is 3x plus 13. So when x is this value, I'm going to say y is equal to 3 into negative 24 over 5 plus 13, which can also be opened as negative 72 over 5 plus 13. If I find the LCM here, this is also negative 72 plus 65 over 5, which will just give me negative 7 over 5. You can decide to break that down further into mixed fraction. So you have negative 1 whole number 2 over 5. And then when x is minus 3, I'll do the same thing. Y is equal to 3 into minus 3 plus 13. Y is equal to negative 9 plus 13, which will give me y is equal to 4. So if we put those side by side, you see that when x is negative 24 over 5, corresponding value of y is negative 7 over 5. However, when x is minus 3, corresponding value of y is 4. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already, and I will see you in my next video.